Welcome to the Out of Capes podcast. This is for The Flash, Season 1, Episode 13, titled The Nuclear Man. This is a weekly podcast focusing on CW's The Flash series. I am your co-host, Staffa.
And I'm Eric.
How you doing, Eric?
I'm good.
Awesome. Um, the way how this show is structured is first we're going to have an episode discussion, then we're going to review and rate the episode, and then after that, we're going to close off the show for people who don't want to listen to spoilers, and then after the closing, for anyone who wants to stick around, we're going to talk about spoilers and theories for future episodes. Sound good? Sound good?
Yes.
All right. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear a reply from you.
Okay.
Okay. Um. All right. So let's start talking about the episode from last night. Um. I feel like this episode was like the complete opposite of last week's episode. That was very um like all over the place. It had a bunch of different things going on at once.
Yes. This was
And
more like refined.
yeah, this was a lot more focused. It had pretty much
Yes.
like three things going on,
Yeah.
while last week's episode had like 20.
Yes.
So I mean, one of the things that they had going on was pretty much Barry trying to go on dates with Linda,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, it was just your typical CW.
Yeah,
That's all. I mean, that's how I thought about it.
like Barry seemed very, I don't know, like over the top as far as you know not knowing how to date or whatever,
Yes.
because it's like if it's an emergency, all you gotta do is say like just give it a simple explanation, be like, look, it's work, or
Yes.
look, it's Star
Also, I
Labs.
mean, the other thing too is that I didn't understand is they both work for something where there's gonna be emergency like calls from their work. She's from the newspaper, and he's from the police. They're gonna have emergency calls.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all he had to do was just simply say, "Hey, it's work," or heck, he could probably even mention, "Hey, I do stuff with Star Labs. I help them out, so
Yes,
you know, emergency."
but it adds drama to it.
Yeah, him fumbling and bumbling.
Yes.
Yeah, so I didn't like how over the top they were with that. I also find it I find it funny how Linda was like, "Oh, I contacted your work and it looks like you're taking personal time off," and it's like, so apparently every time he leaves his lab, that's personal time off. Like
Yeah.
I wish I had a job like that where you could take so much personal time off.
Exactly.
It's amazing. Uh, but yeah, like I mean, there's not much else to say about that other than the whole thing with Iris.
And cockblock
Yup. Do you think that was
on purpose.
yeah intentional, or
Yes.
like that was an accident, or
I think she did it on purpose.
because she realizes she actually wants Barry and she doesn't want other people to have Barry?
Exactly. Or
Yeah.
if I can't have them, then Noah can have them.
Because like when she saw him with Linda, she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you two are a cute couple."
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's I think I'm with you. I think she did that intentionally.
Yeah. To me, the whole time, Ledger just seemed like one of the dude, like a dude, like the whole eating spicy food and the way she acted the whole time.
She was wearing the pants in the relationship.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Barry's like, "Oh, we're gonna go see Mal do comedy."
Okay. Do you know who Mal is?
Yes,
Okay.
he's from Young Justice.
Yes. He's the Guardian.
Yeah. We're gonna go see Mal do comedy. We're gonna do putt-putting. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. She's like, "No, let's have sex
Yes.
now. Take your pants off." Oh, I like that
For a guy
vibration.
who's never
How'd you
had a
do that?
girlfriend, he sure can get girls topless.
Yep, the human vibrator.
Yeah.
So uh since we mentioned like Iris for a
Yes.
moment, I wanted to mention uh Eddie real quick.
Okay.
He has he had like what 2 lines this episode.
Yep.
They like he's continuously having less and less lines every episode.
I still don't think they have any idea what they're gonna do with them.
Yeah, it seems like they sidelined him for now.
Yep.
Um,
Until they can figure out what they want to do with them.
yeah. All right, what next should we talk about? Joe and Cisco.
Sure.
All right. So I kind of liked the duo of Joe and Cisco.
Yes.
Like except for that one scene where Cisco's like, "No, uh, Harrison Wells is an amazing person. There's no way, no how. I'm gonna get angry and walk away from you."
Yes. And then something's gonna happen to make me change my mind, and then I'm gonna come back and be like, yes, you were right.
It's like all Joe did was ask, "Hey, can you like just see if there's a match?" I mean,
Yes.
like if Cisco was so certain that it's not Harrison Wells, then he can easily be like, "All right, we'll do it, and we'll see that it's not him."
Yes.
That's it.
I mean, and also, not, it adds this drama, but also, like, Joe's onto something where Wells appeared, like, the next day after the murder.
Mhm.
So that's a little shady in a way, too.
Mhm. Yeah. Um. But like the whole CSI future technology stuff,
Yes.
getting the hologram from the back of a
The mirror,
mirror.
that is just so unrealistic.
Like, I thought they jumped the shark when they said that they can get 10 photos from that are imprinted onto the back of the mirror.
Yes.
Like that, I was like, okay, you guys are getting a little silly now. But
Yeah.
then they took it even further. They're like, we got a whole hologram.
I can make it 3D. I was like, nah.
Yup,
No.
3D hologram. You can see it from all angles.
I could go up to the point where you get to like you get an image, but 10 images and you're able to like separate them. No, you lost me there.
Yeah, like what when he said, I don't know anything about the stuff on the back of a mirror, whatever the heck they were talking about.
Silver nitrate.
Yeah, silver nitrate. I don't know anything about that stuff, but like, assuming you can get a photo imprinted onto it somehow.
Hmm.
Um, if there were 10, they would be all like
Merged
mashed
together.
together.
Yeah.
So the fact that he has all 10 of them not only separated, but a 3D view
Yes.
is like, okay.
Oh, and the blood on the wall.
Mhm.
They're like, oh look, it's brand new wallpaper, and they go back and there's like blood on the wall, and it's like bright red. I was like, after 15 years, it would not be bright red.
Yeah, it would be like what, brown?
Yes.
And Not only that, but that
And
just shows
it
how.
would even be it'd probably be unusable too.
Hmm. And like it's like a poor um, crime scene investigation on their part to not even notice that blood 15 years ago.
Exactly.
Uh, I thought the whole thing with the lady there wanting Joe so badly was pretty funny.
Yep. And then Cisco's like, I won't judge.
Because Cisco wants her. He's into cougars.
Yep.
He's into anything probably,
Yep.
especially since he got all uh, he got all excited about Plastique seeing like a military photo of her.
I think it's gonna come up again in a future episode.
What, Plastique?
No,
Oh,
Cisco and liking someone.
oh, okay. Um, you want to move on? Talk about Firestorm?
Sure.
Yeah, this seemed to be the main focus of the episode.
Yes.
Um, they had to have like one, I want to say, fight scene with quotation marks around it because it wasn't really a fight scene.
Yep. And Barry's now
And
faced off against both Amels.
yeah, and they had to have this action sequence because of the fact that there really was no villain of this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I like the fact that they were progressing with the whole Firestorm stuff. They finally got to the chase with explaining Firestorm and all that stuff.
Yep.
But this Firestorm is a bit different from like comic Firestorm because of the fact that it's like the body of one person and the mind of another person.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Firestorm usually like the person who owns the body still controls? I mean, who owns the body still controls the body?
Yeah. Uh, Basically, yeah.
I can't hear you.
How it works is like how it is someone in the show where Ronnie was the body and Stein was the brain.
Mhm.
And eventually Stein does gain sole control of the powers.
Mhm. Yeah. And the what's it like the fusion atom splitter thing, whatever the heck they
Yeah,
called it.
quantum splitter.
Yeah, like it went on his chest and like pretty much looked like the Firestorm logo.
Yes, it's a deliberate nod to his original costume.
Mhm. Yeah. So I don't know, not really too much that I want to say. Do you have anything you want to add?
Um, Not really. The whole weird. It was just weird how Ronnie was talking as Victor,
My dear.
my dear. He's like, that's what. We were watching it. He goes, Ronnie made me do it when he kissed Caitlin. I was like, sure he did. Sure he did.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, this old man just wanting to make out with a young pretty girl for once.
Yeah.
It's like that was from him. It wasn't from me, I swear. I swear. It's
Oh my
He's like, "Hey, do you mind if you join me and my wife? Cause it actually is I'm actually Ronnie." So, but yeah. Anyways,
god. I think that's all about it.
that's it. All right. And then at the very end we see General Lex Luthor.
Yep, General Lex Luthor. Who's like, bring me Firestorm. I was like, how do you know about Firestorm?
Well, what's his name? Jason Roush mentioned about the whole Firestorm project, and the military was like confiscating everything about it.
Yes,
So, I mean, I'm assuming that's how he knows.
probably.
So, anyways, let's rate and review. Um, did you go first last time?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, I guess it's my turn to go first. I think I give it a 4 out of 5, mainly because like I'm excited to see what's coming up next. Like this episode got me really excited for the next episode,
Yes.
and also they did a lot of progression with the storyline, mainly on Firestorm, as well as Joe doing the whole investigation.
Yes.
So because they did a lot of progression on those two parts, not uh, just beating around the bush on those storylines further, just finally progressing them. That's why I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, I probably give it the same grade. I thought it was a good episode, and they helped progress a lot of stuff in the episode. So,
Yeah. All right. So let's wrap up the show before we go into spoilers. Uh,
spoilers.
Yep, because we don't want to spoil the show for anyone who does not want any spoilers. So let's wrap it up, and then we'll
Okay.
go into spoilers after the wrap up. So if you
Okay.
enjoy what you've been hearing, support us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review. You can contact by email. That's capes@outofcontinues.com. So send us an email. Let us know what you think of, next week's episode of The Flash. Be like, hey, I thought it was an awesome episode because this and that. So, you can email us at capes@adcontains.com. You can subscribe to us at youtube.com/adcontinues. And all these can be found on the website, which is www.adcontinues.com/TV podcasts. You can give me a tweet. I am at Sayedstafa. And Eric is.
At emetsker712. I got a
Awesome.
Twitter. Happy now.
Yes, I am totally happy. So with that said, I am one of your co-hosts, Stafa,
And I'm Eric.
and we'll see you either in the spoiler section coming up next or next week. Spoiler section.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Are you ready for some spoilers?
Yes.
All right, so I watched the preview for next week's episode. I believe it's next week's episode. And I saw some screenshots.
Yes.
Yeah, some leaked screenshots. And apparently, next week's episode will have Joe confronting Barry about the whole time travel thing.
Yes.
And
Because Barry's blood was found at the scene of his mom's murder.
yes, and it's not just Barry from a child, it's Barry as adult. So, um, yeah, so, like, from the screenshots I saw, at one point, Barry's suit's gonna be, like, incinerated.
Yes.
So, I'm guessing it might be because he's running so fast to go back in time that just burns up his suit,
Maybe.
possibly.
So he's like Terminator, where he disappears in the past, all naked.
um, yeah, I'm interested to see like if they're actually gonna have him go back in time next week, or if they're just gonna continue to hint at it.
Hint at it until 15.
Uh huh.
15 is when they're actually going to do the time travel.
Okay. From the screenshots I saw, it shows Professor Stein and Ronnie are separated.
Yes. And I think that's what I said, is that they're going to separate them, but then they're going to have to, because Island's going to come after them. So they have to decide if it's better to be separated or together. So,
Well, obviously they're going to combine together to become Firestorm to be superheroes.
yes.
That's obvious right there. Because why would they bring Firestorm onto the show if they're not gonna have him be Firestorm?
Because they're idiots.
um, do we have any other spoilers? You said, oh, you found like the bug-eyed villain or something like that.
Yes. Yes, I was wrong. 18 is going to have Bug-Eyed Villain where they're going to gender swap one of Adam's villains known as the Bug-Eyed Villain. We thought it was Queen Bee. It's Bug-Eyed Villain. She's
Mhm.
been hired, cast as someone from Walking Dead. Um, like I said, 15 is time travel. That's
Mhm.
really it.
And I'm assuming next episode they're gonna have General Eiling,
Yep,
aka Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
All right. Do we have any other spoilers?
Not to my knowledge.
Any theories you want to talk about?
So, who is Reverse Flash?
Yeah, that's interesting because they, as Cisco said, it's not Harrison Wells.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not sure either.
I think like with the blood, they said they had there was not identifiable, which means the other blood's not the person of the blood is not born yet. So that's why it's not in the system yet because the person's not born yet. Makes
Hmm.
sense?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe the TV producers aren't sure yet. Like they don't know if they want to make it be Harrison Wells or
Eddie.
Eddie Thawne.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Well, yeah, that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
Not really.
All right, let's wrap up the show then. Thanks
Okay
for
then.
what's that?
I said okay then.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.